Good morning, everyone. Today we're sitting with Eric Turner from ABT. You've seen him here on NBC26. And, you know, we've talked about foundation and water in people's basement. You know, one thing people have a lot of trouble with occasionally is bowing walls. What causes bowing walls, and what are some of the problems associated with that?
Have you ever gone out in your yard and dug a hole? What do you find? Clay. What happens is next to the foundation, generally speaking, years ago what they did is they put in new drain tile when they built the house, then they maybe put a foot of rock on it or stone, and then they backfilled it with native soil, the clay. What happens is that clay gets wet and it expands, which the wall pushes in then. It's either going to push against a wall of dirt on the outside or push into the hollow cavity, and that wall's just not strong enough to handle it, even if it's a block or a poured wall, either way. Because what happens is the block or the wall is held up by two things: the corners and frictional force, or weight of house on structure. That's two things that hold that wall up. So the pressure is too great when the soil expands and pushes in, causing a wall to crack and start bowing in. So that's really, when it gets wet, you're going to see a lot more of that.
Will a person notice cracking in that foundation, or is there a way to notice that the wall is bowing before there's actually any major problems?
Unfortunately, there isn't. Concrete, block, or poured, that's a rigid material. So when it starts moving, it's going to crack. Usually what you'll see is mirrored cracks on each side of the wall. If you have a block wall, you might have a horizontal crack straight across. That's when you're going to start noticing it. Some of the things that you can do, though, to help avoid that: make sure you keep your gutters clean. Make sure you keep your downspouts extended at least 8 feet from the house. And the landscaping next to the house is really important. Try to shed that water away from the foundation rather than pointing it toward the foundation.
All right, so if we do have some cracking in the walls, some bowing in our foundation walls, what can you do about it?
First thing is, we follow the Wisconsin Association of Foundation Repair Professionals, WAFRP. A lot to say. Basically, they say if a wall is bowed in less than 1 inch, you have some choices. You could support it without excavating. If a wall is bowed in more than 1 inch, it needs to be excavated. The clay needs to be removed. The wall needs to be straightened up. There needs to be proper steel on the inside mounted into the floor and into the floor joists on the correct spacing. New drain tile and such put in, and then backfilled with a non-expansive soil like 3/4 inch stone.
And I know ABT offers free estimates or free inspections. What else does ABT offer?
We actually offer 1 year, no payments, no interest, if you need the work done, to approve credit. Not everybody qualifies, but it's a great opportunity for some people, especially if you have CDs or something that's due. You know, it's a great opportunity. So we do offer that if you do need a repair.
And a quick phone number?
733-4ABT.